Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this space. So here we are with an After the Grid space. Many of you coming in. Thank you so much for your presence. I'm really grateful. We're having this space here for any who would like to share. Your record keepers. You all have heard of record keepers. You've all heard of libraries of ancient facts, knowledge, higher knowing. You are a record keeper. You hold the record, the recording of. That's good. Oh, I love that. Oh, wow. Okay. Ah, so anyone who wants to share can share. All right. So let me go ahead. I'm going to bring Susie in. She's one of our beautiful Cosma Family of Light members, and she's also a leader of light. All right. Welcome, beautiful Susie.
Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Andrea. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you again. I want to register this. Thank you for trusting me with a pod of light. And thank you, our Acasma family, for your support, your smiles yesterday and today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your good energy, for embracing me. I am honored to be a leader of a pod. Our pod is called Light of Gaia, Earth's Pillars of Peace. And I am looking forward to inspire, to share what I have, to share love, to hold hands of people. I always say to my students that I don't take anyone anywhere, that I don't help anyone. I hold hands like Angel does with us while people are going through expansion moments, and that's what I'm looking forward to do, and of course receive back, because if there's something that I've learned in my 35 years of being here on earth is that when we give something we receive back. So I know I'm going to learn a lot, and I am looking forward to it, and I welcome everybody who comes in touch with our energy of our pod, of my work, with an open arm, an open heart, and I bless everybody. And thank you so much for this opportunity, for this gift.
Thank
Yara
you.
se wa seya nyana takuwa sawa.
Yanakea osoaye, osoaye. Thank you, Holy One.
May I just share something about yesterday? I was talking to Andrew right after the call, sharing some things about the pod, and as soon as she told me about the recording, a hawk flew in my yard. I had to take a picture. I sent the picture to her, and it was a time enough for me to take a picture, send to her, and it flew away. And when she posted that reels, when she says powerful in the reels, a bunch of birds came on my window flying on the left, which is sacred feminine for me, which means like coming inside of sacred feminine healing. And those are signs for me. I have an agreement with Gaia and my love and light team. Those are signs of confirmations of things that are happening. So thank you so much for sharing and giving me the honor to witness this. Thank you.
Thank you, Holy
Much
One.
love to everybody.
We love you, Holy One. We love you. Thank you so much. And thank you for stepping into this space of the leaders of light. Thank you for being this space. Hello, beautiful Holly. Hello, hello. Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming in.
I just wanted to share about the grid space in general. I've noticed like every month it just goes deeper and deeper. Um, everyone, like, oh, it's like everyone's like, oh, this was the best one. And then it's like, oh no, this one was really good. And I think it's because, like you said, it's that we're expanding. And so the grid space is strengthening and expanding, and so it's synergistic. It really is, and I love it. I've noticed that for a couple, probably 5 or 6 months now, or something. That it just gets better and better, and then it finally dawned on me, um, maybe a few weeks ago, or I don't know, that it's because of us, because we're opening, we're allowing, we're receiving, and so as we receive, the grid receives because we are the grid. So I just wanted to share that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I actually wrote a comment on IG just a minute ago before I came on this call, and I was responding to somebody who sent me a picture of the Schumann resonance and how much it changed yesterday, right after we got done doing the live. And the comment being, it changed because we changed. So yes, I love that. I love that, Holly. Thank you for sharing that. And Holly, real quick, because I know you're running into work, but you're such a divine, beautiful being here. You are the eternal light within Acasma Pod of Light leader. And so I just want to give
Yes,
a shout out to your pod, Eternal Light Within, and beautiful Holly. Thank you for being a leader of light and for all that you are in this beautiful family of Acasma. We love you. We love you. We love you.
thank you. We love you too.
All right, Holy Ones, is anyone here that would like to share what they experienced? Beautiful Sandra, hand up. Okay, absolutely. Okay, Sandra, here we go. So here's beautiful Sandra.
Wonderful. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm learning lately is the problem is part of the solution. Um, Groundhog's Day, February 1st, is going to be like one of these off the charts astrological alignments. What we're doing is we are like trying to recreate yesterday, but anew. And what I was thinking was my memory when I was trying to remember, it's like whenever we think, where did I leave Andrea's book? There are different places I put it down before I settled on a one place. So when my mind is stretching in my memory, it's stretching through time. And so what we're creating and recreating is a portal of time from what we all were yesterday to what we have become today. And for me, very significantly, I made a video where I rose, like literally like ascended with Annie's book in my hands. What we were talking about yesterday is as of this new year, the grid is new. We are new. I've experienced it and I wrote it in the comments, and Allie Angel said she feels the same way. There's a calmness inside my thoughts. And so when you said the grid is new, something in me activated with, I am new. I see how you are new. And then I can go back to 2+ years since I've been a part of the grid, how it has changed. So what I'm recognizing we're doing right now, like why we needed to do the Groundhog's Day, and you help me because I only got this download like maybe 3 minutes before we went on now. So you're gonna have to help me figure this out. So that is what the grid is, the new grid is going to be about. There's a time shift, timeline that has been activated. Does this make sense?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. And I can't help but think of we're breaking the cycle in a sense of the return to doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. If anybody seen Groundhog's Day, I think that's actually a movie where they do that. And, your words are big and beautiful and sacred. And I'm so grateful you were allowing yourself to share them because sometimes words even concepts and understandings, they're not easy to articulate. They're not easy to put in a way where you think somebody will get what you're talking about, but you know they hold a vibration you have to share. So thank you, Sandra, for sharing that. I love too that you had the 3 days ago, yesterday, I noticed your post. It was 3 days old, but it was, if you build it, they will come. And that even connected into the comment reference that with the grid and how everybody came, and how when I had the idea to build the grid, I didn't get in my head about if people would come. I just knew they would, and I just knew I was to build it and it would happen. And so your 3-day-old post, I see your stuff almost all the time. You're always in my feed, and yet I didn't see that until after the grid in 3 days. And 3 days for me, there's a meaning with that as well. And I know for you in the threes. So we're bringing ourselves so many understandings and confirmations. And this part of it with the Groundhog Day and the portal to another space of ourselves, a time shift, a timeline collapse, and all of the above is why it's new. It's why we're new. Your wording is very important. So thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing it with us, Sandra.
If I might add just a few more things, I changed it from Field of Dreams to World of Dreams. Did you see that?
No, I'll have to go back and look, but that's beautiful.
So that was the original title of the post, World of Dreams. And if you think of your cosmic grid of light, and then there were two other significant overlaps with City of Angels. So I had made posts about City of Angels, and that was yesterday when we were talking about your debut in the City of Angels, which is the largest life expo of the world. I had said the City of Angels welcomes an angels, and then you were talking about that you actually have a title of the woman who walks with angels. So all these overlaps of the pieces that I'm pulling of significance, especially for me also. So thank you.
That's,
Thank you.
yes. Thank you for bringing
Oh,
those
what
in.
one more thing. I'm so sorry. One more thing I wanted to mention. You mentioned the mouth of God. I don't think I've ever heard you talk about the mouth of God when you were talking about behind. That to me was like, whoa, where'd that come from? Okay, so I'm gonna stop because I'm hogging the mic. But big thank you. I'm honored to be a part of all of this.
Thank you, Sandra. We're grateful you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are always such a vibrant light of higher knowing what's happening here. You weave it all together. I see the comments you put on YouTube. I see the comments you do on Patreon. You weave these spaces together at a level that a lot aren't functioning at yet. And I'm very grateful for what you share. Thank you, Holy One. Thank you. All right, all right. That was beautiful. I love it that she remembered too to share with us the City of Angels, because she did bring that in. And I had just said we're debuting basically Acasma at the City of Angels. So, and she had already done a post on it. So there were so many overlaps. She's right. So many overlaps. But I believe that we did as well. This is a divine alignment, right? So all of us are, and Susie's birds, and the understanding with the hawk coming in, and then the ones moving to the left and of the house, and the divine feminine and the receivership and the movement of that. And then, yes, there's so many overlaps with when we share, but we've talked about this before. That's why sharing is such a blessing and so important, because it's like bringing in all of these incredibly sacred spaces of the divine and allowing them to connect in. And then you have this strength of that entire interconnected whole. All right, I'm going to stop because I'm supposed to be getting you and not me. All right, Kirsten, would you like to speak with us? Okay. And beautiful Kirsten, she leads the Sacred Joy Pod. Thank you, Kirsten, for being a leader of light.
Of course. First of all, I want to give a shout out to all of my Sacred Joy Pod members who are here and watching the replay. I love you all. And Sandra, your share was so beautiful. Andrew, thank you for bringing us here so we could share in this really quantum and glorious and magnificent space. It was so, for me, it was really visceral. So a lot of times, and I've read in the chat, people's different visions. And I want to speak to the folks who maybe don't have those visions, who fall asleep or they go out of their body. And that's always been typically my experience too. And so a lot of times I fall asleep at 7 a.m. where I am. So a lot of times I'll participate when I'm laying in bed with my headphones on and I'll fall asleep. But this one, I just randomly woke up and was ready to go and was completely alert for the grid. We are our own sovereign being. We are our own spirit in our body. We are, we do have that agency, and yet we're also one. And it was such a confirmation in hearing these different visions. Even you had just mentioned something about hands reaching hands. Yes, you said that earlier here. And I had just posted right before I came on here in my Sacred Joy pod, a graphic of two hands reaching towards each other and encouraging the pod members and anybody who's disappointed that they weren't there physically for the grid, that we can connect in with the grid at any point, whether we were there live or not, and that it's always there in the quantum, and space and time don't exist. And so there is our thinking mind that says, oh, we missed out, or oh, I wish I would have been there, or all of those things, and yet we are there. We can feel those things. And it was such a great reminder for all of us to just really expand and lean into the moment of us. And it was such an incredibly beautiful and powerful space. The earth, to me, I felt like we were just, the feeling I got, because I'm a feelings person, not always a visual, is sometimes when I'm cold or I've had a little bit of a hard day or something like that, I just want something warm and yummy to eat. Like I want some really nice, warm, hot homemade soup. And I felt like this is what we were creating for our earth and our world and our Gaia and our universe and the whole quantum spaces of us was this soup of love. And we were all the chefs in the kitchen, and we were all stirring the pot together, and we were all feeding the energy of the earth, this beautiful, beautiful love. And I just want to thank you so much. For me, it was a physical sensation of being so present and so anchored and so connected as we are all these pillars of light for humanity and for our earth plane. And it was just so incredibly beautiful. And as I look at all of these faces today and we connect in and I feel the energy of the people watching the replay, what we're doing here, we know it's important. But when you feel that importance, and not importance in like an ego way, but like just understanding energetically and physically and emotionally the impact that we are having as we come together in this beautiful family of love and light. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. And so thank you for letting us I feel like we had this big old party and then this is the after party. We were all talking about how great the party was. And it's fun. Thank you. Thank you. Tēnei e kora soia tia.
Iana sa kea kaoa. Thank you, Holy One.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to each and every one of you. I'm so grateful for your presence. I'm so grateful. Blessings upon you, Holy Divine Ones. Blessings. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. All right, Holy Ones, have an incredible now. Have an incredible now.